gonna run by Sam's Market here to see who's hanging out there tonight. Eastbound on Maryland at Johnson Parkway.
323, code 4 for my next guy. Do you want to mail conscious breathing? We're going to head into feeling of dizziness.
Yeah, be clear, medics 231.
It's the BCA building right here on our right. Really a state-of-the-art facility, crime lab there at Maryland and Prosperity. All the credit there goes to Senator Randy Kelly when he was in the legislature for getting that building built there. It's quite an addition to the east side. He worked a lot of hours. So Santa's Market looks like it's closed. Closed about 10.
333.
Some people still in
Second or
there.
third of Larpenter and Edgemont for a rolling domestic 903 Tango Papa Kilo with a black Chevy Silverado pickup truck. Male had assaulted a female. She was saying that she was also sexually assaulted. Realizing that it eastbound.
So you see that because the East cards were tied up, that call about
333 copies. I'm riding 1099 for the rest of the night.
the rolling
FYI.
domestic on Larpenter.
15 minutes time delay on an area check. I can start you a second.
He's just getting the call on the east side.
Route.
The Central cars had gotten the call earlier,
933.
but East has been tied up, so they just got the call now.
4433 traffic. 4433. Lower Hampton, west of McKnight. Edward Tom Adams, 620. Lower Hampton, west McKnight, 2233.
So, fire department, I assume, is going to the Prosperity accident, but maybe not. No, maybe not. I don't know where they're headed, to be honest with you. Like I mentioned, we don't get, in the city, we don't get noticed on all the medical runs.
383.
In the suburbs, the deputies are trained as first responders and get
Not
to,
sure if it's related, but it's appended to your call. And a 911 open line from a different phone number than 6 meters. Edgerton Park Rate from Larpenter. You know, heard yell in the background about a bottle being thrown at her.
all right, we're going to go down to
33
Edgerton.
copies, thank you.
Edgerton and Arkwright, that's probably where the victim of that rolling domestic is, because they got another call there. But the deputies actually have a higher level of first aid training because they don't have a full-time fire department out in the suburbs like St. Paul does. As I mentioned, St. Paul's got a top class A fire department that responds to all medicals, but in the suburbs they don't have full-time firefighters. Well, they have a few of them, but not 450. And so the deputies have oxygen and are trained in some first response, assuming they're going to get there first to medicals. And at the sheriff's office, we handle a lot of medical runs as well as the regular calls. So, but sometimes in the cities, if there's a medical run and it's handled by the medics, they might you might not know. All right, so we're going west on Maryland. Just a reminder, this is a test for you. That 60 numbers between each major block. That'll help you navigate. So Duluth we just passed Duluth, 1180. So another big street, minus 60. Here, this will be Frank. This will be 1120. Get to Earl. This will be 1060. Whoa.
That's why that can start for
Some bright lights.
Sugar on a direct
Some
alarm.
bright lights. Pull over here. I'm assuming this is a fire chief going to their run. Yeah, that's a fire chief following his rig east on Maryland.
604.
I have a medical at 1623 Carl Street, Unit 3B, 23 of maladjustment.
So that was a medical being dispatched, and our deputies responding to it.
Not signed in yet. We're headed.
That's one thing you'll hear on the suburban channels on a regular basis. This
Area of Lurker and Edgemont Street. From team. Thank you. 527.
everybody's trying to find the victim on
179 copy.
There's Walsh, Johnson Ice Arena, 3 blocks north here. Spent a lot of hours in there. One more shout out to Moose Younghans, who's just built a great program. But if you were to watch those kids that he gets under his wing develop into great young adults, it's amazing.
4433, checking your stop.
Amazing what a good role model can do.
383.
383.
For the second phone number that called us, he's able to use rapid light and shows up near you. 571 Wheelock, slowly moving westbound.
571 Wheelock, slowly moving westbound. Well,
383 copies.
361.
361.
361.
should have turned at Edgerton there, but we'll go down
Solar
here to
van.
Arkwright.
Put us on PTV at Mount Sports Park, please.
What was the location for PPV?
Mount Park, Sports Park.
Alright, we're going north on Arkwright from Maryland. See if we can find this poor woman that was kicked out of her car. But originally the call came out saying that she had her phone out. There's apartment buildings right here. We've had a few calls. A couple months ago I had a domestic call here and the guy was leaving and I pulled behind him and he took off. We had a short chase, but unfortunately for him he hit a dead end. Bailed out.
4421 at a third squad to the Stillwater call.
Got it out. A third Maplewood squad to 2633 Stillwater for the domestic. 4041 from the PD. Copy at 2240.
So we're at 400 Nevada. I'm going to try to weave my way up to Wheelock Parkway. Supposedly she's at 590 Wheelock Parkway headed west. I'm imagining she's walking, but don't know for sure. Nevada and DeSoto.
In 213, I copy en route to 786 Smith on an animal complaint, 2241.
So here we are at Wheelock and DeSoto. I think we're looking for a female victim here, walking, probably with her phone. Let's see. Sometimes the male parties come back and try to convince them to get in the car, and then they call us and we hear the screaming. So we're at 500 right now, so keep your eyes out. See if you see anybody walking. This is Edgerton here. There's a squad looking for her. She wasn't on my side. Dang it. So, guess we'll have to wait for another call. But here's the thing, this was based upon the GPS from the phone, and those phone GPSs are not 100% reliable. And so, like most things, the original call came from up on Larpenter. So we'll run up there and just see
4433 clear.
See if she's wandering around up on Larpenter.
Copy 2243.
West 35W, westbound Highway 10.
Well, you'll have to let me know if you still want me to broadcast on slow nights like this, because obviously that last weekend,
217.
Friday, it was busier. Or I can just wait to start until a little bit later. All right, so Larpenter is the border, of course, with northern border of St. Paul. For technical purposes, you could call it County Road A, because between Larpenter and County Road B, there's 1 mile. So remember, 1 mile is 480 numbers. So keep an eye out for this woman. We're going to go to this Edgemont address where she allegedly either jumped out or got pushed out of the car. Let's see if I can find it here. But remember, we talked about the numbers 480 to a mile, 240 to a half mile. So Maryland was 1,200. If you go a mile north from Maryland, you're hitting Larpenter. And Larpenter is 1,680. So add 480 to the 1,200. This is Edgemont here on the border of Maplewood and St. Paul, where allegedly the first call came.
633, okay.
She was
Have a
walking.
good night, 2245.
Most people would probably go to the gas station up here.